Everyone has the same questions on their mind. Why did the market rise? Is the bull market starting? If the bull market has started, which altcoins should be bought? Or is this all a trap? Just some kind of crypto rumor and short-term rallies? I know these are the topics everyone is curious about, but something interesting happened in crypto. Something that has never happened before has occurred. A record was broken, but it's not that all-time high record, the ATH. I will tell you what kind of record this is during the video. Are these rallies just rumors, or are there macro data and very positive developments in the world causing crypto to rise? Today, you will learn all about this. Let's move on to our video. Friends, you are currently looking at the Bitcoin chart in front of me, and when we look at it, there is a very extraordinary rise. I mean, you believe in extraordinarily sharp drops. You are looking for excuses, looking for reasons for the rises. Although we talk about the reasons during drops too, it's more enjoyable to talk about the reasons during rises. Now, why did the market rise so much all of a sudden? And they wrecked the short sellers. Why? What happened? Now, friends, the cryptocurrency market is very sensitive to liquidity. I mean, think of it this way. For example, money entered the market somehow. Now, the larger the market capitalization of an asset, the less it increases. I mean, for example, you see on the global screen that there is a $140 trillion stock market, and when $10 trillion enters it, it experiences a small increase. But the gold market is $35 trillion. If $10 trillion were to enter here, it would see a much more significant rise. The crypto market is still in its infancy. It's a $2 trillion market. We are still at a very early stage of the journey. I mean, we are at a very early stage, and if $10 trillion were to enter here, the market would go crazy. Now, when liquidity comes into the market, if real liquidity arrives, that's why we don't see a very sharp rise in gold, while we can see a 20% rise in Ethereum or a 50% rise in an altcoin. The market, the crypto market, is very sensitive and hungry for liquidity. So, who provides us with liquidity? Different mechanisms provide us with liquidity. Let's talk about the US. The Fed can print money into the market or burn money. It had been burning money for a long time. I think in the 2025 range, it has at least stopped the money burning process. But right now, it is not injecting money into the market. So where does our money, meaning the money entering the market, come from, folks? It comes from the US Treasury. In the US Treasury, folks, their revenue situation is good, and in return, they are buying up old government bonds in the market that no longer have many buyers. They have been making purchases for a while, but sometimes they make purchases in different amounts. Now, I'm going to take you to a specific day. On July 13th, the US Treasury made a purchase above normal levels, and they are making cash purchases. So they are buying the old bond and giving cash in return. They made a $10 billion purchase. In return for that $10 billion purchase, look, it posted a very significant green candle. It posted a green candle we haven't seen in a long time. I tweeted about it back then too. I mentioned it in previous videos. This is a positive development. Then what happened? 2 or 3 days ago, some news came out. You can see it in the video on the screen as well. That news was the US Treasury is now at least doubling its weekly purchases and said we will make at least $4 trillion in purchases. After that, a show started in the market. A mini rally, the start of a mini rally, that kind of serious rise is happening. So the first thing I want to pay attention to here, the first thing I want to emphasize is this: at least $4 billion. I mean, more can be purchased, and this money is good for the market, friends. So yes, the main reason for the rise, for this green we are seeing, is that the US Treasury is partially injecting money into the market. Now, so far so good. I'm sure you are also having some happy days. Should we say happy hours? I mean, because for 48 hours, maybe 50 hours, the market has been doing well. But we also want our expectations right away. We kindly ask you to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment right away so that we can shoot and prepare nice new videos and also invite new users to the market. Maybe this way, YouTube algorithms will push crypto videos to the forefront more. That's why we look forward to your support with likes. So, is this the only critical news? No, even more critical things happened during the same period. 2 days ago, on the evening of August 19th, Trump held a historic crypto summit at the White House. Coinbase CEO Brian Armstrong attended the meeting. Ripple's CEO, my friend Brad, as if, of course, we had the opportunity to chat in America. Ripple's CEO Brad Garlinghouse attended. The CEO of Robinhood, important figures in the crypto sector, and also SEC Chair Paul Atkins attended the summit. Everyone spoke very positively. Trump even said that the CFTC chair is working hard to bring the hyper-liquid platform to America. I mean, very interesting things are happening that we really struggle to make sense of. But this is a positive development. But he also said that while it is a good development, it shouldn't just be for that one. Such a regulation should apply to all DEX so that we can see better days. He made a statement along those lines. And I think he was absolutely right. I mean, for example, while it's coming to hyperliquid, such a good regulation should also come to other decentralized exchanges, to DEXs. Coinbase CEO Brian Armstrong said, "I think we are on the threshold of a bull market. We are at the beginning of the bull market." I mean, you're wondering if the bull market has arrived, right? According to this guy's prediction, the bull market is here now. Whether it's a mini bull market or, as you said, a super cycle, we will all see together. But according to Brian Armstrong, a bull market is happening. He thinks we are at the beginning of a bull market and says October, November, and December are already usually good for crypto. "I think we will see good days in the coming period," he said. Trump was also asked this question, a question along the lines of what happened to the US Bitcoin strategic reserve, or will it happen, was also asked. Trump stated that he has been consulting with his advisors on this matter and that he is open to any development that would break the pressure on Bitcoin, and that he is making an effort and is willing in this regard. Another topic at the summit is the Clarity Act. Whether it's Brad or other names in the industry, they think this act will pass on September 15th. They now believe in this and say it is a positive piece of legislation. All these developments have now revitalized the market. I mean, liquidity is coming from one side and from another side. Again, very positive statements are coming from the US regarding crypto. All of this comes after the market has been performing poorly for almost a year, maybe a year and a half, since Trump was elected. For the first time in a long while, we have seen a rise against all of this. So if we are experiencing a good bull season, if we are in a mini bull rally, what should you do? You can register for Binance advantageously using my referral link by scanning the QR code you see on the screen right now, or by clicking the link in the video description. First of all, you can benefit from a 50% commission discount and various bonuses. Sign up now, complete your identity verification, and prepare yourself for a mini bull run, a rally. Now, friends, interesting things are happening. Every day the volume is higher than the previous day. Look at the volume on August 18th, repeatedly. This is the volume for Bitcoin on Binance, but it also creates a general reference for us. It suddenly doubles, then goes up 2.5 times, and today even higher volume is coming in. We've seen some very sharp candles. We haven't seen candles this sharp in a long time. What we call a short squeeze is happening. In other words, they are squeezing those who shorted the market, just like squeezing the juice out of an orange. They show no mercy. They are, so to speak, wiping them out. As I mentioned at the beginning of the video, we are breaking a historical record, friends. This is a historical record, and this historical record is happening right here. Something that has never happened before occurred, and $3.1 billion worth of short positions were liquidated in 24 hours. They vanished, they were liquidated, they evaporated. Friends, that wasn't enough. In just 60 minutes, another $1.3 billion evaporated. Was that enough? It wasn't. If Bitcoin reaches $80,000, $3.6 billion worth of short positions will also be liquidated, friends. Is it fun? Is it fun? For me, it is. I didn't open any short positions. I'm not really a person who believes in shorting Bitcoin either. Of course, there will be seasons when it drops, but I am a Bitcoin spot accumulator. But for a long time, I mean, it's good for shorts to be liquidated, friends. For a market to rise, the shorts. But am I happy that the shorts are getting liquidated? Yes, friends, I am happy. I hope you don't have any short positions, but I hope we see $80,000 in a short time. We will break a new record within 24 hours and see a $3.6 billion short squeeze liquidation within 24 hours. So the question everyone is most curious about, should one buy altcoins? Now, it's hard to give a direct answer to this question because we have been experiencing a bad season for days, months, and even 2 years. There's no need to get all excited just because we've seen 2 green candles. But I'm looking at some altcoins. Some have seen 50-60% gains, some even 100% gains. I mean, the person who bought that altcoin 2 days ago has doubled their money. These are positive developments, but I still think there's no need to count your chickens before they hatch. Yes, we could experience a mini rally or a super cycle in October, November, December, or even September. The current picture shows a record liquidation, a short liquidation. These are signs for us of the beginning of a bull season. But these signs are like a checklist. I mean, it doesn't depend on just one confirmation. There are other things we need to look at. But if you absolutely insist, I'm going to buy something, or if you're saying, look, influencers have started marketing their own coins, don't make me a snack for them, then I can tell you this. I think it's still too early for Bitcoin. Because $77,000, $78,000, I think it's still early for Bitcoin at these levels. I mean, I still think Bitcoin is at a buyable level. If there is a revival in the market, Ethereum, Solana, and BNB need to move first. So, if you are very eager to make an investment, you can cautiously consider the coins I mentioned instead of buying altcoins. Ethereum, Solana, BNB, Bitcoin, you need to apply a buying strategy like this here, especially for beginners. For example, you have $2,000. Don't just take the $2,000 and say, oh, some crypto influencer said this, so I bought it. Forget no, my friend. Let's say, for example, we talked about buying Ethereum, BNB, and Solana. We will divide the 2,000 by that and buy $200 worth every week. This way, we will average out the cost. If the market goes down, we will have reduced our risk. If it goes up, we are already in profit. We might just have lost a little bit of potential profit, but we will learn what it means to be an investor. So let's put it this way. If this is a mini bull rally, this has been the first video of this mini bull rally. But I'm also counting on your support. Subscribe to the video, and in the next video, I will explain how you should behave in a bull market, and I will prepare a video where I will share the experiences I used in the 3 bull markets I have lived through before. I don't want you to miss this video. So subscribe to the channel now, turn on notifications, and let's meet in the next video. Also, please ask any questions you have in the comments. That's where I have the best interactions and the most enjoyable conversations with you. I look forward to your comments. See you in the next video. Goodbye.